Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. I'm Kalikaiz. Today we are fire blasting. That's right, we're playing mono red madness in Pauper. This deck looks to play pingers like Kessig Flamebreather or Guttersnipe, and then combo off with Fire Blast and Lava Dart as free spells. Lots of card advantage with Grab the Prize, Highway Robbery. Those things can pitch your Sneaky Snacker. You're going to draw cards, get value out of it. You can also pitch your Fiery Temper for value, your Faithless Looting, or your Lava Dart. Now, I saw in a league that someone had modified the stock list to fit in some Thermo-Alchemist. This gives you 6 2-drop pingers, which I think is pretty good. So what I did here was I changed the list with 4 Kessig, 4 Guttersnipe, 4 Fire Blast, and I swapped in for 2 Thermo-Alchemist, going to 3 and 3 here. One thing you could do is maybe go to 2 and 3, and then for 3 Thermo-Alchemists, and we'll see if that'll work out. We're cutting on our 1-drops, so no Volder and Epicure. But we are playing 2 Sazicap's Brew in the main deck for a total of 14 draw spells with Looting, Grab, Highway Robbery, and Sazicap's Brew. This could potentially give us also a way to win against Spy if they deck themselves. So I'm excited to try out a version of the deck playing a bit more pingers, a bit more combo-y feeling. Let's go blast some people. I'll see you in the matches. Thanks for watching. Did you know you could get sideboard guides on patreon.com/Kalikaiz? And did I mention you can get early access to videos on the YouTube page in the membership section? And if you like these videos, make sure to like and subscribe. All right, match 1 here. We are on the draw versus Dipsic or DPSK. I don't know. This hand is a trap. If we draw a land, it's great, but if we don't, we're screwed. I think we mulligan. This hand is also not very good, but we have some things to do. So I suppose I'm keeping this one. We do have a lot of card draw in the deck that we could top deck into. We'll put back a mountain. Our opponent plays a contaminated aquifer. I'll play a land. So the Highway Robbery was a great draw there because you can plot it and then play around counterspells. With Island into Augur Bolus, it looks like they're playing a blue-black fairies deck. So we want to put up a blocker for the Augur, or like Lightning Bolted if we have a Lightning Bolt. They find Extracted Confession, so that can get rid of my creature. I think I'm just going to bolt the Augur now. The Extracted Confession that they revealed makes me pretty sure that they are on Dimir Fairies. I bolt the Augur, they untap and Lorien revealed. If they grab a tap land, I'll Robbery plus Temper, but they did reveal a tap land. So it feels like maybe they are going to, well, hopefully they don't have Spell Pierce. I'll cast the Highway Robbery. We will discard the Fiery Temper. A little bit nervous about them untapping and then just bashing me by slapping down a Monarch. But we'll Fiery Temper face and pass the turn. I drew a bunch of mountains. They cycle a Lorien for an untapped island. 5 cards in hand after playing the island. They don't play a Monarch. They play Ninja the Deep Hours. So that was pretty expected, I guess. I'll play Kessig Flamebreather. And then I'm going to Sazicap myself, discarding the mountain. They probably snuff out. We drew Faithless Looting and Sneaky Snacker. They did not have a snuff out. They play the Extracted Confession we knew about. Gets in for 2. We go to 18. Looking for a 2-drop draw spell. Otherwise, I have to go Guttersnipe into Looting, discard the Snacker. And this is a deck that plays... so they have Spellstutter Sprite, of course. I guess I try the Thermo-Alchemist. Let's see if that can block for me. Another removal spell would be a problem. They cycle Lorien Revealed. So they have a Snuff Out, or maybe they have a Cast Down. But they probably would have Cast Down there. They play an Island. They hard cast a Snuff Out. See, I don't think there was any reason to sit on that, but I guess it makes sense. They get in for 2. So now I can play the Guttersnipe and then cast the Faithless Looting, pinging them for 2, discarding the Sneaky Snacker. They cast a Preordain. They are drawing a lot of cards with their Ninja, which is not great for me. They discard. No, they bottom. They top. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. We'll play the Guttersnipe, play a land in case I draw a Fiery Temper. We cast the Faithless Looting, putting them to 14. We discard Mountain Snacker. I think I'm fine with blocking the Ninja if they offer the trade. Another hard cast Snuff Out. I'm a little surprised again. They get in for 2. Get to draw up to 5 cards in hand. I'll attempt to play a Guttersnipe. They counterspell. So I think I play the Looting. Discard. This is a rough spot. I would like the Guttersnipe. I feel like it's too expensive. The Lightning Bolt is going to get wrecked by a Spellstutter. I should maybe have not done that. Okay. Opponent plays Murmuring Mystic. Yeah, that's pretty good into my Snacker. Not great for me. They Preordain. Gets in for 2. Gets to draw another card. I had bottomed both on the Preordain. I'm going to try to draw 2, discarding the Fire Blast. If they have Counterspell, I think I have to concede. They didn't have Counterspell. I'll cast Grab the Prize, discard Lightning Bolt. I'm just going to concede here. We kind of floundered. I have a solid post-board plan, though, I think, which involves a lot of Pyroblasts. I'm bringing all my Pyroblasts. I'm going to cut the Lightning Bolts and the Fire Blasts, and then 1 Guttersnipe. And the idea here is I'm just going to be trying to peck away at them eventually. Okay, game 2, we're on the play. Bunch of Pyros. Let's keep. So I can Pyro like a turn 1 creature if they have a one of those fairies that scries that I'm forgetting about right now, but maybe they'll play it. They didn't play it. So we will go to our turn, plot the robbery, and pass the turn. This allows me to robbery discarding Sneaky Snacker with double Pyro backup. They play an island. They go Augur of Bolus. We're definitely going to discard the Snacker, I think. Robbery. We'll discard the Sneaky Snacker. Drew another Pyroblast. So let's go Mountain, cast Faithless Looting. I'll discard Fiery Temper and the Guttersnipe, and then just Fiery Temper the creature. They bog away my looting. My turn. Play a land. Play the Thermo-Alchemist. And now at this point, I really want to save lands in hand, because I need to be able to have stuff to pitch if I draw spells. We will get in for 2. Our opponent goes to 18. I have 4 counters in hand, and a decent amount of power on the table. They Hydroblast. I will counterspell. They go to their turn. Looks like they have a cast down. Okay. They play the Aqueduct to pick up the Bog. On my turn, I draw Grab the Prize. Let's get in with the Sneaky Snacker. Our opponent's at 16. Maybe they have another cast down. They play an Augur of Bolus. Do I care about that right now? I think I can Pyroblast it. We know they have Bojuka Bog and 4 unknowns. Spellsetter Sprite immediately, so we get to counter the Sprite as well. We find a Lava Dart, so we can grab the prize pitching the Lava Dart. Get in for 2. They can Bojuka Bog away my Lava Dart. Pitch that. We draw more Red Blasts. I wonder if I want to just dart them right now. Probably not. I already have the same clock either way. So the Bog gets rid of the Lava Dart. They have 4 cards in hand. We find a Kessig Flamebreather. I'll get in for 2. I think I'm going to pass. They go Preordain. I'm going to counter. Looking to start a fight here. So they Spellsetter at counter, Spellsetter at counter. They didn't do anything. They're going to hardcast Lorien Revealed. Luckily, we have a counter. Bonk. Okay. That's probably pretty frustrating for them. My turn. Play Thermo-Alchemist. Play Kessig. Attack in. They go to 8. I have the ability to put them to 5 this coming turn. We're going to get in. Oh, yeah. So my post-board Delver plan is working pretty well here. This is down to 4. If I cast a spell, they go down to 3. They play a Relic. Okay. Should probably crack the Relic and draw a card. They do. They cast down. I will ping you. You go to 4. They're just dead, it looks like. We'll go ahead and attack. They go to 3, and then I can pay 2, cast the Highway Robbery, and they die. But even if this did resolve, we could sacrifice the Mountain to draw some cards. They're going to counterspell. Let's just make them double dead. Counterspell your counterspell. Alright. Maybe I actually would like playing Mono Blue Terror. I might have to try it, because these Delver games are actually pretty fun. I might have talked myself into trying Terror. Okay, so this hand is weird, but we are on the draw. We have so much power with the Snackers that I'm willing to risk it. We don't draw land. I'll pass the turn. If I draw land now, I can plot the Robbery. If I don't draw land, I can discard the Fiery Temper. Opponent is going to Augur of Bolus. I will counterspell. Then best case scenario, I draw land. We did draw land, just epic. We get to pitch the Sneaky Snacker to grab the prize. Snacker on the table. Our opponent plays a Foreboding Landscape. They pass the turn. We are going to get in for 2, and then plot this Highway Robbery. They crack the Landscape. No end step fairy. They play a 4th land. They're passing the turn. I'll start by attacking. Okay. And then we will cast the Highway Robbery. They use a counterspell. Let's play a Kessig Flamebreather then. So basically, because I have no lands and counters, I want to just try to run them out of their interaction. They had to use a Blue Blast on that. And then I can use my Grab the Prize to discard the Sneaky Snacker later. This feels like they're going to cast the Lorien Revealed here, which they do. They go back to 5 cards in hand. And now I can grab the prize, pitch the Sneaky Snacker. Tons of creatures on the table. I drew more mana. We'll get in for 2. They go to 10. Plays another land. They cast a Murmuring Mystic. We draw a Red Blast. Let's cast a Kessig. They use a Brainstorm. I really need to take the Mystic off the table, but maybe I don't need to, I don't know. Let's attack with both of the Snackers. They block. They go to 8 life. Okay. Maybe they have a Bog or a Relic now, and I will lose my Snacker. If they have something like a Lorien Revealed, I will definitely try to Pyroblast it. They play a Fairy Seer out. That's the card I was thinking about previously. So we have them dead with double Fiery Temper with the single Flamebreather in play. So maybe I go to their turn. They went top. They play Augur of Bolus. I will, I guess, attempt to Pyroblast. They have the Spellsetter Sprite, so let's see if they drew a 1 mana spell. Going top is interesting because they're only going to be able to pick one of them with the Augur of Bolus. My best draw now is a Faithless Looting. They reveal a counterspell. Do you have another island? It's turn 7. They play a Bajuka Bog. Snacker is gone. So we go Kessig, Fire Temper, you get hit for 5, and then next turn we just Fire Temper for lethal. Unless they have a Hydroblast in hand. They play a Relic. So once again, my best draw is Fire Temper. Didn't draw it. Not Fire Temper, but Faithless Looting. We'll play the Kessig. We'll play land. We will Fire Temper face. That puts them to 2 life. Now if they can't kill the Flamebreathers, they will be dead. I'm not going to attack. They eat the Fiery Temper out of the graveyard. We know they have Counterspell in hand. They cast a Lorien Revealed. They cannot use Snuff Out, and then that means that if they hard cast a cast down, they will also die. So they're not in a good spot. Blue Blast on the Kessig. Okay, so that means that if they have another Blue Blast in hand, they can live. They use a Preordain, now they're dead. Okay, I think they played the Bog this turn. I could be wrong. We'll go back in time and look. Yeah, that was the previous turn. They have not played a land yet. They went bottom on their Preordain. And then we'll just untap and Bolt Face. Don't have to do anything. No blocks. They finally damage me, putting me to 18. They play a tap land. Faces the place. Ba-ba-bow. Okay. So we take match 1, and I'll see you in match 2. We're in match 2. We've got a pretty good hand if we draw any draw spells. We have a lot of draw spells in the deck. We're going to risk that. What are we trying to face with what we have? I guess Elves. Just pop your first creature, draw a draw spell, pitch the Snacker. My opponent plays an island and a Ponder, so they're most likely mono blue terror, which my hand here is not very good against. Maybe we could punk them. We did draw Highway Robbery, so that's a good start. They play another island, plays a Delver. We're going to end step Lava Dart the Delver, so they'll have to respond. The Delver dies. Holding up a Spell Pierce then. We will plot the Highway Robbery. My opponent's going to probably Thought Scour. They Brainstorm. Wander into a Brainstorm. They play a land. Plays another Delver. We have a Grab the Prize. So we're in a good spot. Let's cast the Highway Robbery. We don't have to do anything other than put it on the stack. We can discard the Sneaky Snacker. Snacker will return. Now I can either... I guess I just try to Lava Dart the Delver. They counterspell it, then now I can do what? They go Mental Note. Milling a Sleep of the Dead. And a Thought Scour. Okay, that is gone now. We can pass a turn. 4 cards in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have milled a lot, so at this point they could start just slapping down terrors. It would be pretty scary. Here comes terror number 1. 3 cards in hand. We draw a mountain. Let's play the mountain. See if the Guttersnipe will resolve. They can't well, they can counterspell it, but they can't like Spell Pierce it or Force Spike it. They use a counterspell. We get in for 2. On the next turn, I now have Grab the Prize, pitching Fiery Temper, playing through a Spell Pierce, and it is 5 damage. A little nervous about the snakes though. We don't have any chumpers. So that's sort of why I like the Masked Meower Skittering Kitten, because we could just stick that in front of the terror and keep enacting our game plan. They play a 5th land, so it could be Lorien Reveal time. Play a Cryptic Serpent. We're getting in for 5 and then for 11. 1 card left in hand. They put me to 15. They do also have the Sleep of the Dead, which can lock down my Snacker, but they chose not to do that. I'll get in for 2. Put you to 14 or 16. Go land. Grab the prize. Discard the Fiery Temper. We'll Fiery Temper face. Looks like they're holding on to a Spell Pierce. We find another Fiery Temper. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. My opponent's turn. Oh yes, they have the Sleep of the Dead. Okay, so now I don't have enough damage. They get in for 11. Now I need to draw a Pinger. Another Grab the Prize. Grab the Prize, discard the Fiery Temper. This is 5 damage. Go face. Then we have a Fire Blast. So land 4, 5, 6. Attempt to Fire Blast you. Pew pew. Woohoo, we win the game. That was super tight. Very, very tight. Fire Blast is a fun card for the caster. Now we bring in our Red Blasts. My personal opinion is that we do not need the Lightning Bolts, the Fire Blast, and then we can cut one more card. So I suppose it could be like probably the Lava Dart. I like basically upgrading my Lightning Bolts to Fire Blast because then they become a flexible removal spell. And I don't think that we need to be worried about trying to win through like just bolting your creature. Same sort of plan as the initial match where we're just trying to Delver them, but they're also trying to Delver us. We play an island, see if they have a Delver. Looks like no. I will play a land and pass the turn. Looks like we just drew a Sneaky Snacker, allowing me to go Highway Robbery, plot on turn 2, and then turn 3, cast the Highway Robbery from exile, discarding the Sneaky Snacker. On my end step, they Mental Noted, milling Ponder, Blue Blast. They play an island. They play a Ponder. I decide not to respond to that. I think I want to try to hold the blast for protecting the snacker. I think the most important thing in this matchup is trying to stop them from getting their own draw going and stop and like continue to protect my own draw spells. Okay, my turn 2. Find a Kessig. I will plot. Pass. End step, they Thought Scour. So the snakes are probably about to get on this plane. They've got a Tolarian Terror. That's a second Tolarian Terror. So they have a 2-turn clock now. I will cast the Highway Robbery from exile. Discarding the Sneaky Snacker. We're looking to draw into some lands. We draw double Pyroblast. That was pretty bad. So I guess I plot another robbery. Our opponent ponders. The double snake is so bad for me because I can't really interact with it whatsoever. And not drawing a land there has hosed me. Maybe I shouldn't have done anything. I should have tried to focus on counterspelling the terrors on the stack. I think that just not drawing lands is going to kill me. They get in 4-10. Nothing, no lands. We'll cast a robbery. They're going to counter. I'll counter back. So they have 3 cards in hand, but if they have like Hydra Spell Pierce, I can't. They have 4 spike. Okay, I'll pay with the 4 spike. Discard Lava Dart. Finding a land. Pass the turn. I don't think I can win. Yeah, we'll just go to the next game. I unfortunately can't beat this with the lands that I had in play. Like, I can't Hydroblast them. Ugh. We will resubmit. Maybe I get rid of Guttersnipe for a Lava Dart so that makes my early discards easier. Now I'm on the play. We have a multiple land hand. Keep. Play the mountain, pass the turn. They play island. Now we saw 4 spikes, so there's a possibility that they're not playing Spell Pierce at all. Play a mountain and pass the turn. Our opponent brainstorms. Do I want to counterspell their Thought Scour? They go straight to their main phase. Place an island. Passes to me. I'll play a land. They play an island. They're passing the turn. We need to find another land here. Let's try Faithless Looting. They use a 4 spike. I'll pay. We'll discard Fiery Temper, and I guess the Guttersnipe here makes more sense to discard because I just have more mana if I played out the Flamebreather. Fiery Temper is going to attempt to go face. Then we play a mountain and pass. 1, 2. They brainstorm again. That's 3 instants and sorceries in their graveyard. Okay, they clear the brainstorm with the Luring Revealed. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think we have to try to counterspell on the stack if they play a terror. Tolarian Terror on the stack. I will attempt to counterspell with a Red Blast. They can use any counterspell that's in their deck if they haven't. 4 spike. Probably feels pretty good on their end. We draw land. So I'm going to go land, Kessig Flamebreather, and then blast your Tolarian Terror. It's dead. They're at 16. They can kill my Flamebreather. Best draw for me is a Sneaky Snacker, probably. Flamebreather is dead. He blue blasted it. Plays another Tolarian Terror. And another Tolarian Terror. Brutal. I will attempt to red blast a Tolarian Terror. Resolves. Feel like they have 4 spike. I'm just going to pass their turn. They play Mental Note, milling Blue Blast, Ponder. Mental Note, milling Blue Blast. Wait, no. What did they mill? Mills. They milled Island, Thought Scour, and then they milled Lorien, Ponder. They get in for 5. We're at 15. Plays a Cryptic Serpent, 1 card in hand. This is a redo of the previous game, which is stinky. So I'll play the Kessig. And then I'll try to grab the prize of the Lava Dart, putting them to 13. They'll get in for 11, and then I'll try to win. They have a Hydroblast. We will grab the prize, discard Lava Dart. Now I have to pass the turn. It's going to be pretty hard for me to come back from here. They get in for 11. They're at 14. We don't have Fire Blast in the deck anymore. I will cast Highway Robbery. Discard the Sneaky Snacker. Didn't get anywhere. I think this is a major problem of the deck. Just not having the ability to defeat the terrors once they get on the table. I will blast you. They go to 9. We can Pyroblast the Serpent and then concede. See you in round 3. We're here in round 4 or 3 on the draw. Okay, I think this is probably a keep. We can get rid of the Snacker early. Our opponent's on Island and Fairy Seer, so it's either mono blue or Dimir Fairies. And if it's Dimir, then pitching the Snacker means that they could potentially bog us right away and get rid of 2 good things. But if it's not Dimir, then we want to get rid of the Snacker early so that we can just move up. Looting, we'll discard. They play an Island. They get in for 1. It appears to be mono blue fairies. I can play the Mountain. I'm going to yield until the next end step here, so they might tap down and play something, but they did not. They're going to get in for 1 again. Okay, my turn. Land. We can just slam the Guttersnipe, and then they have to have Snap or Counterspell. Play the Guttersnipe. On turn 5, okay, they flash in a Spellsetter Sprite so that they can Sprite a 3-drop. Interesting. They get in for 2. We go to 16. I'll play a land. Attempt to attack. Opponent goes to 18. They play a 3rd land. They're attacking for 2 again. This is like a lot of waiting and seeing. One of us is going to have to blink first. They have 6 cards in hand. My turn. I have another land. I'm going to get in with the Guttersnipe. Okay. I think I'm passing. I can Sazakap's Brew on their end step to force action. They play a 4th land. No, I don't know if I want to do that. They put me to 12. Plays a Fairy Miscreant. Okay. So now I think I'm going to Sazakap, discard this land. This will put them to 14. If they interact with a Spellstar Sprite or something, then on my turn I can grab the prize, discarding the Fiery Temper. Looks like they're going to let me draw the cards. Thank you. Now we have a Lava Dart. Okay, so I will grab the prize, discard the Fiery Temper. I think my opponent's dead. We're going to go face. So right now we have 4 damage plus 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. They Spellsetter Sprite. They can only target one of these spells. Chooses to target grab the prize. Okay, so they go to 12, and then 9, and then 7, and then I bolt them. Feels good. What are you gonna do, opponent? They have a Dispel. How about I Lava Dart you? Pew! And then another Lava Dart. GG. So post board, once again, a bajillion removal spells / counter spells. But the cool thing is now we have a different thing to cut. We don't need the Guttersnipe or the Fire Blast. And that means that now I can trim something else. I think I will trim the Lightning Bolts. I think the Lava Darts have a bigger premium than the Lightning Bolts here. Okay, so current plan is to Pyroblast the first thing and then just start slamming down creatures and working through their counters. They play a Fairy Seer on turn 1. We're going to untap and then kill it with the Pyro. They went top bottom. Find a Faithless Looting. Let's just blast that thing. No Ninja on turn 2. They play an Island. A Miscreant. And then they pass. They have 4 cards in hand. I will attempt a Thermo-Alchemist. If they have Blue Blast, it is what it is. But I just want to get on the table. Blockers are good. They go to my end step and then Hydroblast it. Probably should have just Hydroblasted it right away. Like, that was my turn too. I didn't have any more lands. Plays a 3rd land, gets in with the Miscreant. Here comes a Ninja. It's a Moon Circuit Hacker. They draw a card. Now I'm looking for a Lava Dart or a land. Land would be better than a Lava Dart though. They play the Miscreant again. Okay, I found a Red Blast. Let's kill that creature and then kill the other creature. They flash in a Gale Blade. So likely has another Ninja. Now they play an Island down to 2 cards left in hand. No Ninja this time. I can plot a Robbery. Alright, let's do that. They probably are sitting on Spellsetters. They can also crack the Gale Blade to draw a card. They choose to flash in a Brine Barrow Intruder. So they most likely have Of One Mind in hand. They get in for 2. No Ninja, no Of One Mind yet. Just pass. I'll cast the Highway Robbery. They have 2 cards. We will discard the Faithless Looting. Play a Mountain. Attempt a Thermo-Alchemist. Looks like it sticks. So now I can block their ground creature. They have 3 cards in hand, 4 mana. What are they going to do? Lava Dart's a risky card here because they can just Spellsetter it. They get in for 1. If we want to use the Lava Dart effectively, we have to respond with Spellsetter on the table to Spellsetter the Dart, or Dart to Spellsetter. Play Miscreant. Okay, so now I can maybe play a Flamebreather. So this is incentivizing them to use their Spellsetter sprite. And then I can ping them and Lava Dart their Miscreant in response. So the Spellsetter sprite will fizzle, but they don't do anything. Okay, so now I'm pretty set up. My opponent's turn, they have 3 cards in hand and are attacking in. We go to 12. They play a land. I feel that they should maybe have kept those in hand. I'll ping you with the Thermo-Alchemist and draw a card. You find a Pyroblast. I think I will play another Kessig, and then from there I'm going to start doing stuff from hand. Okay, they just let it hit the table. Now every spell is 3 damage. So I have 8 damage from the Lava Dart, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 from the Lightning Bolt. They get in for 2. Chooses to use a Ninja of the Deep Hours. Okay. Plays a land. So they have Gale Blade and 2 unknowns. I'll put you to 18. Now I have to determine if I have lethal. I have a lot of cards. I probably have lethal. We will attack. They go to 16. So if I ping you, Lightning Bolt you, untap the Thermo-Alchemist. They go to 10. Ping you, dart you. Okay, they just take it and they go to 6. Ping you, dart you again. Looks like they are not going to be able to live through this. We can just cast 2 spells and then destroy them. They go to 2. Ping you. I will Pyroblast, targeting your island. GG. Got him. We'll see everybody in round 4. We're here in round 4. Interesting hand with the double Fire Blast. We have a turn 2 Highway Robbery. We're on the draw. It seems okay. We could turn 2 Looting, discard Fire Blast, Fiery Temper to kill something. I'll keep Island again. Mono Blue Fairies again. So Lava Dart would be the best draw here. Or Lightning Bolt, I guess. But Lava Dart seems better. Play the Mountain, pass the turn. Opponent with a turn 2 Island, they get in with the Fairy Miscreant. If they tap out for a Ninja, Ninja's going to get Fiery Tempered with the Faithless Looting. They play a Moon Circuit Hacker, get in for 2, draw a card up to 6 cards in hand, and let's see if they've recast the Fairy Miscreant. They do. So that creature needs to die now. Faithless Looting. We'll discard Fiery Temper, Fire Blast, and just take it off the table. Pew! This makes them have to spend more mana if they're going to do another Ninja situation. They have 2 lands. They're getting for 1 again. Now they have a large Ninja of the Deep Hours. Let's see if they draw and play a land. If they don't play a land, then we have Flamebreather ping the Ninja with the Lightning Bolt. And if they do just play the Miscreant out, alright, well, they just didn't have the land there. They didn't draw a land that turn either. So our Kessig gets to get on the table and we take out the Ninja. I suppose they could have a Mutagenic Growth here, but then I'm free to block. It is dead. Okay, sweet. Our opponent's at 19. They still have Miscreant in hand. They go snap? No. Okay. Plays Miscreant. Looks like we're good to cast the Highway Robbery. I think I'm playing a land in case they have Spell Pierce. Or cast the Highway Robbery. I'll discard the Faithless Looting. We have a Lava Dart. Let's try to Lava Dart the Miscreant. When it's going to go to 17. If they have a Spell Pierce, I will probably bolt the Miscreant. I'm not sure. They have a Mutagenic Growth. Okay. I'm surprised that they didn't Mutagenic on their Ninja. They flash in a Gale Blade. So this is not of 1 mind stuff because they have Gale Blade Miscreant. They need a human and a non-human, but neither of those are humans. And next turn, if I play the Guttersnipe, we have Bolt, Fire Blast, Lava Dart, so that's 3 spells, which is 9, 11, way more than lethal. Opponent's getting in for 2. They're going to Ninja the Deep Hours. I think I just take this because I have lethal. Okay. Did they find a land this time? Okay, we have lethal 700 ways. Play the Guttersnipe. I'll attack. And then we will go Lava Dart you. Triggers. Combo time. It's too fun. Are they going to not let me put this stuff on the stack? They're trying to figure out if they're dead. Right now, it puts them to 2. I do have the Fire Blast, though. I just want to fill up the stack. Please? Okay, they let me do it. Lava Dart. Pew. Fill up the stack. Well, it's Lava Dart again. Put my triggers on the stack. Fire Blast. Yeah. All right. We are going to do the same plan, swapping in all the red blasts, and move to the post board. Okay. So we are here in post board. This seems like a keep. And the reasoning is we have kill your creature on turn 1 with our Lightning Bolt. Turn 2, we get to plot the Highway Robbery, letting me cast it for free later and potentially protect it with a red blast. I'll go land, take down your fairy. Okay, our opponent's turn. They played a miscreant and they passed. No land. Oh, that was turn 2, so they did have a land drop. I'll play a land. So I have the options of going highway robbery or flame breather. I think I just plot the robbery and pass. Opponent's turn 3, they have a moon circuit hacker. Any other land drop? That's the question. Looks like no. So we'll try the highway robbery. Looks like I did not actually submit. Uh-oh. Oh no, I didn't submit. Darn. We're going to discard the Guttersnipe. We'll go land, play a Thermo-Alchemist. So they have a much better situation here because I have no Pyroblast in my deck. So my whole strategy that I had was going for is completely destroyed. Oh boy. Okay, let's see what happens. They're going to blast the Thermo, it looks like. I'm completely hamstrung here. Let's see if we can win anyway. Blue Blast on the Thermo-Alchemist. They get in for 2. I go to 16. Discards a counterspell. Plays a second land. I'll go land, play Kessig Flamebreather. And then we will plot a highway robbery. And they're going to blue blast the Flamebreather here. Okay, Hydroblast that time. They've chosen really nice Hydroblast and really gross blue blasts. That's okay. They play a miscreant into an of 1 mind. Let's see if they have a 4th land drop. They do. Gets in for 2. We go to 14. We've lost 3 pingers. Best draw for me is maybe, I guess another pinger. We find some lava darts. I'll try grab the prize, discard the lava dart. They might spell stutter now. Little do they know I have another lava dart in hand to take out the spell stutter. Here it comes. Counterspell. Okay. Let's cast highway robbery. Sacrifice a land. Multiple lava darts. Grab the prize, pitch lava dart. Another robbery. Let's just lava dart that one. Lava dart that one. Pass the turn. Opponent has 5 mana on the table, 3 cards in hand. Hard casting a ninja. Okay. A little sketchy. We have 2 lava darts which we can throw at the ninja. There's a snacker. I'm going to cast the highway robbery. Discarding the snacker. So we will return the sneaky snacker. Okay, that's good. And then now I have a flame breather to block with. Do you have a hydroblast? They don't. Oh, maybe I shouldn't F6. If they hydroblast it right now, I think I don't know. Could double lava dart the ninja. They blue blast. I think I have to let this hit me. Hits me for 2. They get to draw up to 3 cards in hand. Imagine if, well, so this would have been a pyro. Yeah, we would have been much better positioned if we had pyros in hand. What's my play? Another snacker. Play the Guttersnipe. We're going to sit back and block the ninja the deep hours. Hopefully I can draw another draw spell. They get in. Sure, I'm blocking that then. They play another Fairy Seer. I'm going to go to another game. I think I really hosed it by not submitting the correct sideboard plan. Now I have the correct plan. Let's see if that works. Okay, I'm on the play. I have a red blast. I have a turn 2 Kessig. Our opponent's mulliganing to 6. Play mountain and pass. Our opponent's going to pass on turn 1. Okay, I'll play a mountain and pass then. Maybe they didn't draw land. If that's the case, I would probably red blast and then untap, grab the prize Fiery Temper, trying to just see more cards. Opponent plays a Harrier Strix. Okay. Taps my land, that's fine. So they must be holding open a red blast. Play a land, I'll play a Kessig. If they go for the blast, I will respond. They don't. So now they can Pyroblast with Spellstutter backup. Or Hydroblast, I mean. Should just say blast. They cast of 1 mind. Okay. I would happily counterspell that. Counter. That's super bad for them because now I've stopped. They paid 3 mana to my 1 mana. I also got to damage them. And they're getting it in with the Harrier Strix, which is fine, but I get to now pitch the Fiery Temper to grab the prize and kill their other creature, as well as get in and ping them a couple of times. They're going to 18. We Fiery Temper to kill the Harrier Strix. Now they're at 17. Grab the prize will resolve, putting them to 15. We draw another blast. Looks strong so far. Another card draw spell for me would be the best. They're at 14. We play another island. Blue Elemental Blast, holding up Spellstutter Sprite. We're not going to respond. Don't want to get blown out. I find a Thermo-Alchemist. I'll try that. Thermo is great because it can slowly chip away at them without like having to do anything. I guess, you know, it's similar to just attacking. Another Sazakav's Brew. So, by Sazakav's Brew pitching Sneaky Snacker, they'd have to have Hydroblast. Let's pass. They play a 6th land, 3 cards in hand. I'll ping them on end step. On tap. A mountain. the mountain, so I can go 1, 2, plus Pyroblast, plus Fiery Temper. So once they make a move, if they have just Counterspell plus Spell Stutter, then I can respond and try to do my thing. Plays a 7th land out. Okay. Thank you. Find a Kessig. I'll try playing the Kessig. And now they're going to use their Counterspell. Oh no, they have Spell Stutter. Hydro Blast, okay. They have 2 spells in hand. I'm sure one of them is a Spell Stutter. Now they have 3 spells in hand again. Playing a Fairy Seer. Okay. I'll ping you. My turn. I'll play Sazicap's Brew. I'll ping you. Sazicap's Brew, targeting myself. Discard the Sneaky Snacker. Untap the Thermo-Alchemist. So I can beat 1 Spell Stutter and 1 Counterspell, but I cannot beat double Spell Stutter, maybe? Maybe I can. They Blue Blast the Thermo-Alchemist. Okay. So what's in their hand? Snacker returns, and now I have pretty much anything I want. Just kill the Fairy Seer now. Doink. They have 1 card in hand. They can't do anything anymore. Now I just attack them for a few turns with the Sneaky Snacker. I have double blast plus Fiery Temper. Let's get in for 2. Grab the Prize is another 5 damage because of the Fiery Temper. And we have double Counterspell, so good luck. Fiery Temper. I cast the Grab the Prize, Madness out the Fiery Temper, blast them down to 5. Counterspell. We will respond with a Red Elemental Blast. And here's the Spell Stutter sprite that they've been holding. No, it was a Blue Blast. They tried to show me that they had the Spell Stutter, but really they just had the Blue Blast. I mean, I was trying to play around it. I think we managed that pretty well, and we will see you in round 5. We're here in round 5. Solid hand. We're going to keep. We've got the Snacker. We've got Lava Dart to pitch potentially as well. We have Flame Breather. What could go wrong? Don't say those things. Forest into Llanowar Elves. We will kill it. Die. Die in a fire, Llanowar Elves. Pew pew. Hopefully this is as good of a matchup as I remember. Turn 2. Opponent plays a Well-Wisher. Okay, I don't care about that, I don't think. We have a Fire Blast. Let's Sazicap's Brew. Well, let's Highway Robbery and discard the Sneaky Snacker. We drew a Lava Dart. Snacker will return. Best draw next turn is going to be a land. My opponent plays a Llanowar Elves. They can gain 2 life. They play a Jaspera Sentinel. Gains 3 life. Let's go kill this. Kill that one. Attacking for 2. So we Lava Darted the Llanowar Elves, Lightning Bolted the Jaspera Sentinel. My opponent plays another Jaspera Sentinel. They can gain another 2 life. That's their prerogative. Life has been gained. We draw a land. We go ahead and get in for 2. If they want, they can block. The main concern here for me is just to keep them off of... We're going to draw 2. I want to keep them off of mana. I guess Fiery Temper on the Well-Wisher keeps them off of some mana, but they might have like Distant Melody in their deck. I'm going to ping out the... We're going to kill the Jaspera Sentinel with the Fiery Temper. Okay. Draw some more cards. We find Grab the Prize. Our opponent can gain 1 life if they would like. They play a Priest of Titania. They've been sandbagging that, trying to run me out of removal spells. They go back to 23. I will go Grab the Prize, discard Fiery Temper, kill your Priest of Titania. It's just unfair. Draw some cards, get in with the Snacker. Looks like we drew a Highway Robbery and another Snacker. So this turn we Thermo-Alchemist and plot the Highway Robbery, which means that I can play the second Kessig. I would probably just rather have the Snacker in play. They cycle a Generous Ent, getting another Forest. Plays the Forest with 2 cards left in hand. They play a Mass Vandal, which doesn't do anything, luckily, but they can gain 2 life. I'm going to play the Kessig. Robbery. Just want that damage right now. We'll discard the Sneaky Snacker. We found double Fire Blast. Play land. Get in. Maybe it's super greedy to not take out the Well-Wisher when it goes Winding Way. They find Quirion, Jaspera, Birchlore Rangers, Priest of Titania. They play out the Birchlore Rangers. I think now I Lava Dart the Well-Wisher. Just kill it. They gain some life. They're back to 20. I can beat 20 life pretty easily, I think. Play the Thermo-Alchemist. Play land. We'll attack in. They take it, they're at 15. So this represents 6, 6, and 3, which is 15. Not to mention the Sneaky Snackers attacking. My opponent plays a Priest of Titania. They have 3 cards in hand. I haven't been paying attention to their revealed cards, but they did play out the Birchlore Rangers, the Jaspera Sentinel, the Priest of Titania. They're making 3 mana. Maybe they play a Nyxborn Hydra now. Plays a Quirion Ranger. I think we have them dead right now, so maybe I'm wasting my time. They play Timberwatch Elf. Yeah, is this already lethal? I'm accidentally sandbagging. I'm so sorry. No, wait, no, it's not, because the Thermo-Alchemist doesn't tap this turn. Okay, now I have super duper lethal. Attack in. Ping you. Okay, I'm just gonna kill them. Fire blast. Ping you. About another fire blast. Ping you again. Lava dart. Whee! I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make it overkill, but it's way more fun that way. You still are gonna have some burn spells on the stack and win the game. I like it. Maybe it was a little aggressive. It's so nice when you play a deck that's fast. Let's bring in the Searing Blazes. And now my main goal is to keep them from having creatures on the table, but I don't think that Fire Blast is that necessary. So we can just trim a Guttersnipe for being a big mana spell and the Fire Blast because we don't need them. It's really a finisher. And here I'm just bringing in the Searing Blazes because now I have bolts that take out a creature. Bolts already take out a creature, but this goes face and kills the creature. That's why I like it. All right, keep. We have land, kill a creature, turn 2, plot the robbery. Pew. So taking out the Jaspera means that turn 2, what are they going to play? Priest? They play Well-Wisher. Land, we will plot the highway robbery. I'm focused mostly on taking out their mana sources. They play a Birchlore Rangers. So now they could have a blue source, or like, I'm not a blue source, but a Hydroblast, and then start kind of stopping me from doing my thing. They're holding open the Hydroblast. I'll play land. I will cast the highway robbery. We'll go discard, discarding the Fiery Temper. Attempt to Fiery Temper the Birchlore Rangers. They make blue. Hydroblast. I'll bolt it. Pass. They need to learn the lesson. Play out a Timberwatch Elf. They can gain 2 life. Okay. We have double Fiery Temper, so I can Faithless Looting, discard, discard, blast the Timberwatch Elf, and blast the Well-Wisher. Your turn. I feel like I'm playing Green-Black Gardens with the amount of removal spells I'm casting. They play Lead the Stampede to refill, but will they draw a lot of cards? They drew 2 cards. Well-Wisher, Timberwatch Elf. So, let's see if we draw land. We did. I can play the mountain. So I can either Guttersnipe or Flamebreather grab the prize. I think Guttersnipe makes the most sense, because now we're actually close to winning the game. They play an Elvish Mystic and the Timberwatch. Alright, I'll untap. We'll play out Kessig Flamebreather and grab the prize, discarding the Lava Dart. Ping you for 3. There's a bit of a sketchy, or it's a little bit sketchy because we don't have a way to kill the Thermo here, but that's fine. I'll attack. If they want to trade the Thermo-Alchemist for my Guttersnipe, I mean the Timberwatch Elf for my Guttersnipe, that's fine. They play another Timberwatch Elf, so they can protect their creatures now. Plays Birchlore Rangers. The last card in their hand is a Well-Wisher. So I have 1 free spell in the yard. Plays the Well-Wisher. They can gain 5 at a time. We have a Lightning Bolt. I will play the Flamebreather. Sazakap's Brew. Target myself. Discard the Sneaky Snacker. This deals 4 damage. If we draw a mountain, do we win? We drew a mountain. So this is 7 plus 4, 5. Yep, we win. So bolt you. Puts you to, I don't know, lethal. Somewhere around dead. A nice 4-1 with Mono Red Madness. That was a very nice league, very fast. Post games analysis, I think there is definitely something to be said for just going max over the top. We found a lot of matches where that worked out pretty well, but we did not look very good against the Mono Blue Terror because we couldn't get on the ground fast enough to actually chip in and kind of put them under pressure. They were able to just plop down a couple of 5/5s that we couldn't block, and we lost. I'm not sure what the correct way to go is with the deck, but it's nice that there's a lot of different ways to build it. So hopefully you enjoyed it. If you want sideboard guides for how I approach Mono Red Madness Burn, that is all on my Patreon, which is patreon.com/Kalikaiz. Make sure to like, subscribe, leave me a comment, hit me up in the YouTube memberships, and I'll see you in the next video.